What up? Can y'all hear me? What up, y'all? What's good? All right. What up? Everybody hit that like button as y'all come in the chat. Okay. Oh, you was listening to Vent with me and JR. Shout out to JR. I'm over here watching the J Millz live. He's celebrating his 20,000 subscribers. Yo, I'm on my way to 15,000 subscribers. Hit the like button, hit the subscription, so you'll know to get the notification when I drop content. Yeah, man. So it's been a lot going on. I know everybody been hitting me in my DM talking about they want my take on a lot of things that's been going on. So I'm gonna give y'all my take. First of all, we're gonna start this live off by saying welcome home, Max B. Um, Max B might have the best come home welcoming for a rapper ever. I've never seen nobody get embraced like how Max B is getting embraced. I've never seen this. Not from Gucci Man, not from Young Thug, not from Wild Fan Lucci, not from nobody that came home. I'm talking about Max been on the Barclay stage last night with Monica at the Monica and Brandy the Boy Is Mine's tour. He done did the top press from Billboard, the It Is What It Is with Cam and Mace. He done did a turkey drive. He done sold out 2 shows at the Brooklyn Theater. Um he sold out Salsa Con Fuego. He sold out Harbor. Yo, Max B, congratulations. You are on a run, my brother. Like, he's in the studio with the top producers. He's been on a run, got remarried, came home to at least more than a 500,000 worth of jewelry, features. He's already in the studio with works of like Lola Brooke and French Montana and Harry Fraud and Dane Grease out the Grease. Like, I've never seen a home welcome him like this, and he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Despite what everybody got going on and saying that man paid his debt to society, he spent more than all like 18 years of his life incarcerated for a crime. And let's just let that man come home to his kids and his wife and his moms and his brothers and enjoy the rest of the life that he got. And it's like it's amazing to me to see a person that's been incarcerated for 18 years that's actually still come home to a career and able to do music that was done 18 years ago and still able to get a response that's so like he's a whole new artist now. Like, shout out to Max B, man. I think this is dope. You know what I'm saying? He had a good response last night at the Barclay. Imagine going out to 20,000 people and you ain't even been home two, 10 days. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. He just got out. You know what I'm saying? This is amazing. This is amazing. And, shout out to Max B and all his new endeavors. Max B got a team behind him. Shout out to Karen Civil. Shout out to my man Todd Black. They got Max looking good out there. Shout out to my man Hafi. Shout out to the whole shout out to my brother Love. EMG. He was really my man Love was really out here repping Max when he was going banners, big posters of Max face, t-shirts, hats. Like, shout out to all everybody that's getting they just due from Max Camp, man. Cause I love it to like if you don't believe in God, Max B's situation is showing you indefinitely that it is a law, a higher being, because you can only, that's the only thing that you can say in his situation, that God, and what God has for you, no one can stop. No one can stop. No one can stop what God has for you, and that is proven through Max B. And if y'all don't see it, to believe it, what person you know come home, you would think Big Meech would have came home to a woke him home like this, and he didn't. Max B coming home to do his thing. Like I said, he got 2 sold out shows already. Any uh walkthrough or performance that he done as of yet as he came home, he done sold out. So, you know, he just getting trying to adapt back into society after being incarcerated for 18 years. So he's off to a great start, not a good start. He's off to a great start. So shout out to Max B. Yeah, went to the Jets game, all that. Um, the J Mills versus DNA versus Goods. Great for the hip hop culture. Shout out to all three of them men. Shout out to my brother J Mills. He's on the winning end right now of the battle. And I'm not being biased because he's from Harlem or because that's my brother and it's just because off of creativity, off of pure aggression, off of pure skill, um, strategic, timing, everything. Black Mills, Black Gloves Mills, he ain't playing right now. Shout out to my brother Mills. I spent a few days wondering why he was in New York. He had a couple events and stuff that I went and participated in and supported him. But I told him while I was with him, I was just like, I'm glad to see you back in this bag. I'm glad to see that that um, you're able to take the elements of battle rap and and display them in a different type of way because we all know that battle rap music, it was on a decline period. So just to see some excitement to add to the algorithm is dope for the culture. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can keep it, if they can keep it at just music, this is gonna be a beautiful thing because maybe people will follow suit. We ain't gotta kill each other. We can put out dope music and just see who's the best man, who got better skill. Hip hop is all about having skill, man, and displaying. Um, Thank you for that super chat, that subwoofer. You know what I'm saying? Um, Question. I always want to ask you. I just realized I never saw Dave East clip without you in it. Whether it be on the streets or the studio, how is it that you're best friends and work you on his albums? Where you out? Well, since I know I've known Dave East for a very long time before he started rapping. When he used to come to the studio and just chill when he was out in Baltimore playing ball in Towson and stuff like that. Shout out to Big Bully. I know Dave East through my man Big Bully. Shout out to my boy S. Dot Franchise, my boy Smizzy, and I'm like a mentor of A&R, um one of his mixtapes, the for the Love mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a great brother. You know what I'm saying? He got his head on. He got a focused mind. You know what I'm saying? And I got a great respect for him. It ain't that we best friends. It's just that we have a mutual respect, and because we didn't build our relationship off of me doing songs with him or him being a rapper. I've built my relationship off of being just a friend and a mentor to him. You know what I'm saying? Telling him the ills of the game, the do's and the don'ts, the ups and the downs. I just shared my experience with him, and he loved my vibe. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to just vibing and learning things on an intellectual standpoint, it ain't so much music with us all the time. We done did music and stuff like that, and our conversations be music sometimes, but for the most part, it's always about how your daughter, how your moms, how your pops, how your family, how your mental health, stuff like that. We don't really be talking about hip hop too much because we always been around it. We ain't really built our relationship off of music. We built off our relationship built organically. And there's a lot of things like I believe in still exclusiveness. I still believe in mystique. So I don't pop up at everything everybody pops up. I have yet to see my boy Max B since he came home because I just don't. I just feel like it's a time and a place for everything. Right now he's being bombarded by a lot right now, so I don't want to add on to the bombardment. So I know I'm not a person I'm not a clout chaser. I don't have to be at all of the latest spots and stuff. If you see me out at a spot, that's rarely because I don't really go out to big gatherings like that unless I'm getting paid to or I have to. But other than that, I don't really partake in going to clubs and stuff because I grew up in a club scene that was totally different from what's going on now. A lot of stuff now is just lounges, hookah spots, strip clubs. It's no dance floor. It's no. It's like everybody is kind of segregated in the club because everybody's just looking at each other with their phones, and I don't think that's fun. I don't think that's lit. It can be a million people in a spot, and all they doing is having their phones out and scanning the room and this, that, and the third. They don't, how do you enjoy yourself? Then guys not even going to the clubs for the girls no more. They going there to impress other dudes. So when it come to that, I go to the things that I choose to go to. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I don't go to places I'm not invited. So if I'm not invited and it's a big turnout, if I wasn't invited personally, I'm not gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just a person that's just gonna pop up because everything is lit and I feel like I'm supposed to be there. No, I go to what suits me and what's for me. That's what I tell everybody. Mess with the ones that mess with you. Do with the things that's for you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be at every spot to feel like you lit. You know what I'm saying? You can be lit from the comfortability of your home. You got to go to the right things. And when you go network, you go poly, you create resources, you create relationships. And that's what I use basically going out for. I don't really go out to fraternize because it's not fun anymore. Nobody don't, it don't really be nothing that it's the same old thing. You know what I'm saying? Money walls, bottle walls. I'm not into that. I'm not into showing you how much money I got, and I don't drink like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a 2 drink minimum type of fella. I indulge in I smoke. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But other than that, you're not gonna catch me in nobody standing on nobody's couch because I don't enjoy that type of stuff. It's just like that's not my twist. Be more in the building. Casa diss and PD Crack on the track was good. Hip hop when Casa went got PD. Now that was like PD's. That's my brother. Like that was a misunderstanding. That was just because at the time, you know how this hip hop thing go, man. That wasn't nothing personal. It was because he had came at Jewels on a DVD or something like that. It's a misunderstanding. I seen PD years after that. I bumped into PD at in Atlantic City. I was out there with my child's mom at the time, and I went out there and I bumped into him going. I think he was going to a concert or to something like of that nature, and I was going to Wet Willie's, and I bumped it, and we just chopped it up. Like we always had love for each other. Like PD, we came in like we come from that lineage of the Dipset, Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Like Rockefeller, like people. Yeah, you have to be there to really understand. You know what I'm saying about being artists and having friendly competition and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It was all love at the end of the day, even though it like the stuff that was going on with Rockefeller and Dipset didn't really have nothing to really do with the artists. Those was the higher ups like Cam and Dame and Jay and all that. We was kind of like caught in the middle. That's why a lot of artists from both sides and get they just do like the Oskinos, the Emilio Sparks, the PD Cracks. You know, you it's just a lot of things that was going on, and so it's all in God's time, man. It's all in God's timing. That's what I believe. So, like I said, welcome home to Max B. I think that's dope. People wanted my take on the Dave East going to the Max B party. I think it was, I think it was dope that he was able to be stand on his own 10 toes and be an individual and able to be able to not get caught in the middle of other men's politics when it comes to this business. When it comes to this music business, man, um, people start to create a sense of divide and conquer, and it's like a friend of enemy, a, a friend of me. What's the saying? Enemy, an enemy to my, a friend to an enemy to my friend is a friend of me. So some that's how people be on it. So they create the narrative like they'll put you in a situation to where you have to choose. And I feel like we're in an industry where the only way you're gonna be a successful artist nowadays is if you have a camaraderie and relationships with people in the industry. And the industry is dying out because they are segregating the artists from one another. This one can't hang with this one talk about this one. They create this through the media, through the outlets, through the social media and stuff like that. So it's the industry has been segregated for so long. That's why is dying out. And we watching the hip hop game kind of fizzle out. We and it's good for people like Max B to bring some energy back to the game because for a minute hip hop kind of been dry. You know what I'm saying? Even though we have great albums that was put out this year, shout out to the Clips, they had a great album. Shout out to Wale, I was on the train listening to Wale album the other day, and that album is incredible. Yeah. Like he did his thing with that album. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that appreciate music, but it be so much music that comes out, you're not able to digest it like you could back in the days. Cause back in the days, right, recording albums took at least a year, right? And then after you drop the album, you wouldn't drop an album for the next 2, maybe 3 years. Your album would rock out for that. You would tour that album, you would rock out. You might do a few remixes and some features here and there, but besides that, that was it. But nowadays, you got people that's actually dropping 3, 4 times a year, and then that's one artist. So imagine if 8 different artists dropping 3, 4 times a year. That's too much music to digest. That's why a lot of music fall on deaf ears. It's all about timing. And I always tell artists, make music according to the seasons of you drop. If you focused on the summertime and the spring drop music that sounds and feels like those seasons. If you got some dark and some gritty, that's more like into the fall, into the winter, because that's when the moods change. It get dark at 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? It's more gloomy. You gotta make music according to the moods and the vibes of the seasons. Don't try to drop a shiny party poppy record going into the winter. You drop those in April, May, going into the summer. You let some rock out from the spring to the summer. Then you create things that's gonna drop from the summer into the fall. You know what I'm saying? People are starting to. It's about timing with records. People don't understand that as artists. You got to create vibes according of the seasons that we are in. You cannot drop summer records in the wintertime. It's not gonna work. You gotta drop records accordingly. And people, if you dropping too much music, we can't even appreciate it because there's so much. We be like, like you gotta like the game that's what comes in with the streaming and all that. The game is twisted. Shout out to Choke No Joke. I know Choke No Joke for over 20 years. I don't. I wouldn't say Choke is hating. I say Choke is giving a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's not going to, with the narrative of what everybody else is going off, I wouldn't call it hate. I just say he's giving a different perspective and creating a narrative that's not really needed to be created because I see we get our most traction, our most algorithm, our most views off of going at each other, and that's corny to me. Like we can't we can't create organic content and it go viral and be informative without going at each other. I don't think like I think that's the big part of creating content is creating original content that's not so controversial. Like everybody's warring, everybody's getting out, everybody's creating a narrative off of being not only competitive but some like we ain't got to be this cruel to each other to achieve things. And it seems like the people receive negativity better than positivity. As much as people say they like positivity, but they love to indulge in negativity, everything every day. Like you put some positive stuff up, somebody gonna find something wrong with something positive because they like to see controversy. They like to see going back and forth until somebody die or go to prison. You know what I'm saying? We gotta override this narrative that we have to guard each other's neck to succeed with content, because that's all content is being built off of now is exposement, downing one another. It's just like if you ain't exposing or talking down on somebody, your content is not gonna pop. And I don't think that's fair to the people that actually creates dope organic content to watch and be informative. You can actually learn something opposed to all the content that people are getting famous off and getting you know, they likes and they algorithms off. It's just like when you, as soon as you turn on YouTube, you just see mad negativity. Like everybody just talking about each other, use the most clickbaiters, um, thumbnails, and it's just like we ain't gotta do that. Cause YouTube, when YouTube first started, YouTube was like people was showing you how they be hunting or a kid in his room doing a dance or something like that. It used to just be corny content. But now YouTube is like bigger than HBO or Cinemax used to be. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I watch more YouTube content than I watch cable. I turned my cable off and got a Fire Stick and subscribe to mad movie streaming sites. Cable been whacked for the like it don't be nothing on cable. You can watch better movies on Tubi than you can cable. See, I tell people just get you a $6 subscription to Tubi so you don't have no commercials and you watch everything straight through. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes those commercials be called for because you might I mean the advertisement. I wouldn't call them commercials. The advertisement so they can get paid because it is a free streaming site if you don't pay for a subscription for no commercials. But sometimes you need a bathroom break or a juice or snack break, so I don't be minding the little interruptions and Tubi and all that. But I watch more YouTube than I watch regular TV. I only watch regular TV for the news in the morning. Other than that, I don't watch nothing on TV. Thank you. But yeah, man, those juices is good. Them Ricas. Oh my God. free advertisement because I love the juice so much. But yeah, like I said, he stood on business. There was nothing wrong with him having his own perspective on his beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mano, shout out to Jim, shout out to Fab. I definitely partake in the podcast. I'm a podcast lover. I watch everybody podcast. I love podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I love perspective. I love opinionated debates about music and fashion and just life. I love the art of conversation. That's why like it's getting more the weather than change. So I'm gonna be more going live with y'all, chopping it up, interviewing people. You know what I'm saying? Just bringing a different perspective because I feel that we so overloaded with negativity that we are missing out on so much positive content and perspective that we can actually live, learn, and build off of. You know what I'm saying? Just, overriding all of, all that. And I love everybody content. Some of it is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Old 50 movement. I might not agree on everybody's outtake on everything, but it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comment section. All that is entertaining, and I understand why they do what they do. I don't knock nobody the way they get their money, but to each his own. That's all I can say. To each his own. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own twist of how they do things. You know what I'm saying? But even when people put out the so-called controversial content, I try to find a positive in it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might not like the messenger, but the message is the thing that's supposed to stick out. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard, like, somebody ever told you something that was dead on and you needed to hear it, but you just ain't want to hear it from that person? That's how a lot of YouTubers are. A lot of y'all, they just don't like um the delivery or the messenger. Like, I might not agree with everything Charleston White has to say, but he be saying he be hitting the nail on a lot of real topics, and the reason why nobody don't want to listen to him because the way he delivered them. You know what I'm saying? But if it came from an intellectual person that gave you that same perspective, you would digest it better and receive it better because the person that it's coming from. A lot of people don't receive the message just because of the person that delivered it. You know what I'm saying? So me, I just believe in uh, taking a message. I don't really care about the messenger. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have no feelings about the way you deliver it because I'm looking for the message in it. You know what I'm saying? But it just goes back to, going back to, like, you might have needed to hear something, but you just ain't want to hear it from who you heard it from. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how the internet is, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything got to be. A lot of people, like like Tasha K, I think she does disgusting work. You know what I'm saying? I think that's not journalism. I think it's disgusting, evil, malicious. Like, it's malicious and it's nasty to be in people's business. It's nasty to just everything that you run across a source and you go run and tell it and to make people look bad. What's going on with you? What's in your closet? What do we need to no? But like we seen how what Wendy Williams did to people in the industry for so long, and then and it, it's crazy how things happen, but we gotta understand a lot of people are comfortable with disrespecting you from a distance, and that's what I think is about. What's the coward part about the internet? Because you can be 1,000 miles away just behind your camera and say the most derogatory thing to a person, and 9 times out of 10 you never gonna bump into this person, so that makes you even go harder and say the most disgusting the greatest thing you can possibly think of because you know you can get away with it. It's a lot of these guys that like you know who's a coward? Jordan Towers. He don't even show his face anymore. He's so much of a coward. He's a cow like Jordan. Like if you listening or get a whiff to this, you are a coward. You would never say none of this to nobody's face. You wouldn't say this to you wouldn't say half the stuff you say to the most. I'm talking about softest person. You wouldn't say that to the softest person because I really know you. I spent some time around Jordan Towers, and he's like if he can't get his way or he feel like he can't control something or a situation, he's gonna tell it all. He used to tell us all the information about World Star, who's paying for streams, who's paying for the number one spot on the box, who's paying for the top spot, whose numbers is getting jumped. He used to be doing that all the time. I used to be like, yo, how is this guy supposed to be a part of a company? He's telling, practically strangers the ins and outs and the formula to the game. We all like I used to be at Jewel Studio looking at this guy like, yo, this guy is like he's a creep in a big way, like, cause he don't care. He used to tell every artist business. So I know I used to try to keep a cap on whatever we did around Jordan Towers because he's a nosy person and he's going to tell what's going on at your studio. He'll go to be around G Unit, he's going to tell what's going on at Dipset. If he go to Dipset, he's going to tell what's going on over there. If he's at whoever, whatever rapper he was in cahoots in, believe you, we know they business. From Jordan Tower, all he used to do is go shoot videos and get an earful and go tell other people what everybody was going through and stuff. That's why I never liked that man. Like, yo, man, oh, man, if you only knew, man, yo, man, John Tower, you better continue to create your content with your face not being shown, and just stay out of these spots, cause your brother, the things that and you only do journalism on black folks. It's tons of Caucasian celebrities. You don't say nothing about them folks. All you talk about is black folks and people you used to deal with in the industry. You tell you come around acting like this cool white guy that does videography, but all you do is chatty patty, tell, talk and talk down and gather information about everybody in the industry, and now you got a platform where you just splurts out everything that you obtain over the years. You a sucker. You's just a sucker, and the way y'all be doing this, way y'all be doing things is just like it's crazy, B. The beat for email for the email for beats is beats BEATS the number four Casa KASA at Gmail. Beats for Casa the number four. Beats the number four KASA at Gmail. Send me nothing but heat. If it's whack, I'm gonna let you know. Top three winter coats, top three boots, top three winter coats, a snorkel, a walrus snorkel, um, a bear, three, the short bear back in the day with either the yellow, the red, or the silver lining, and a North Face. You know what I'm saying? A North Face. I ain't gonna even go Montclair or nothing. I'm gonna go North Face. I'm gonna go classic in boots, Timberlands, Constructs, A Solos, and Vasquez. Yeah, send something now. Send something now. Yeah, send something now. But yeah, those my top three coats, top three boots. But yeah, what I be saying, yeah, like Jordan Tower, he's a foul person. He's super foul. He's super foul. And the reason I can say super foul, because I see a lot of the content that, yo, what's the vendetta that you got against UL so bad, bro? Like, you be talking about things that happened like almost 17 years ago, and you be like, and you wouldn't say that to UL's face. And you know why you wouldn't say it to his face? Because your face would probably be on a wall somewhere. Like, smack your lips off your face. Like, like you wouldn't do that. Like, see, a thing that I can't respect is, don't say it if you can't say it to my face. If you can sit behind your chair and let thousands of people hear something that you said, when you see me, at least be able to say that. I want you to say that same thing that you said on your platform to my face. And you wouldn't. And all you do is degrade black folks, blacks and Hispanics. That's all you talk about. Like, I be hearing the little slick racial slurs. I be like, you gotta pay. Like, I be telling people, when you watch stuff, pay attention to detail of the conversation. Pay attention to detail of the words. People be thinking they slick. That's why you gotta educate yourself and read books and stay on top of your literature, because people will say something to you, and just because you don't know what the meaning of the word, or you ever heard the word, they'll be saying some real derogatory things to you, and it's just because the lack of information, the lack of being educated. Don't, man, pay attention to detail of conversation. People be thinking they saying things getting away. I catch everything. Death is the only escape. One piece. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's my take on those few things. Like I said, Davey stood on morals and principles as a man of what he was good for him. Standing on what he stand on, he also discussed it with Jim beforehand. So you gotta respect the man like that's not afraid to stand on what he stand on, and still be an honorable man by telling you, not just going to the party, but actually telling you, and you respecting it. You know what I'm saying? That's what men do. We can't. We gotta hold accountability as men, and we got to stand on morals and integrity, and a lot of people don't have that. That's why the industry and these content creators can do and say what they want, because they don't stand on morals, integrity, or nothing. They just know it's going, somebody gonna watch it, their clicks gonna go up, their views gonna go up, and they gonna get paid for them. They will show your mother on her deathbed because it's gonna get clicks, and they gonna receive some type of currency from it. So you just gotta just watch the type of energy that you receive and the type of energy that you give out. Believe me, whatever energy that you put out in the world, you will receive it. You put bad energy out into the world, you're gonna receive bad energy. You put good energy in the world, you're gonna receive good energy. You put great, outstanding energy into the world, that's what you're gonna get out, because that's what you're gonna attract. Put yourself around people that's like-minded, A-likes. Don't be a person that design clothes and go hang out with drug dealers all day, because there's nothing that you can learn. If you're a clothing designer, go hang out with seamstress, go hang out with tailors, go hang out with people that know about patterns, people that uh, is into fashion. If you a rapper, be around rappers and producers all day in studios. Stay around what you know. Once you start drifting off to other things, that's when everything that you built and worked so hard for crumbles down. Stay to what you know. Stop straying off to other inventions that you have no idea about. And you'll be better off like that. A lot of people tend to stray off the path. And I tell people, man, the days of 100 people in your entourage is unneeded, man. I tell artists all the time, keep your manager, your day-to-day manager, your assistants, and a few people. All that 100 people around you all day, every day. is uncalled for, because you know every one of them people is looking to receive something. Nobody's not around you for nothing. Nobody's not around you just because you're cool, especially if you being a celebrity and you getting money. Nobody's around you just because you cool. Besides your family members, some family members ain't around just because you're a family member. Just know that somebody's expecting something. So you got 100 and people around you, and everybody's acting like they holding you down. Believe everybody's looking to receive something. When you eat, they looking to eat. When you shop, they looking to shop. When you get jewelry, they looking. Don't be naive to what people are around you for. So that's why they say keep your circle small. Because when your circle is small, you are able to watch the individuals. When your entourage is a labyrinth and you have 100 people, you can't watch 100 people. You can watch 5 people. You know what I'm saying? You can watch 3 people, 4 people, maybe 7 people. You can't watch 100 people, and this the thing that the artist mistakes. Don't have people around you that's not working. If everybody around you every day, is no need to be a people to be around you every day if they not assigned to anything to do. Support and all that. Nah. What do you do? What do you do? You do merch? All right. Show me 10 new fonts and designs that you got for the merch drops. You, what you do? You get beats. Let me hear 30 new beats. What you do? Everybody got to be assigned to something. You just can't have a bunch of people lingering, because people want to receive something at the end. And when they don't receive what they expected to receive, that's when, oh, he's a bitch ass nigga. Oh, he's a sucker. Oh, yo, he don't take care of people. Just make sure anybody that is in it, and make sure whoever's working for you and doing work for you gets paid. You can't be a celebrity, a rapper, a singer, or somebody of that stature, and getting paid, and you got a bunch of people around you not receiving nothing. That's when robberies, that's when home invasions, that's when just sneak thieving, that's when all that goes. So prevent that. Make sure anybody that's around you on the day to day and they doing work from you, from the driver to the assistant, make sure they're getting paid for their duties. So at the end of the day, you're covering your ass. And nobody can say I didn't do this, and write it down, and keep it, and keep it monetized. Write everything down to whatever you paying for phone bills, your rent, food. Write all that down. Write it all down. So when somebody come, you gotta have them receipts. So when they come out, I ain't get this, I ain't get receipt. You got paid for this, you got paid for that, you got paid for this. This is documented. Document everything you do. This is business. This ain't the rap friends. This ain't the music friends. This ain't the music friends industry. This is the music business. Create music and create business around it. And when you understand the two, you'll be better off. This is what people don't understand. You got to understand what this is. Some people around you is just there for the champagne and pictures. And stay away from the people that's riding waves. 1 week they with this crew, 1 week. You can't trust a person like that. You can't trust a person. Stick to who you stick to. And then and sometimes you got to choose your sides. You can't be playing mad different sides. You can't be around mad different crews. Pick a side. Stop being a wave jumper. And I hate grown ass men that's wave jumpers. 1 week they with this crew. The next week they with this crew. Those is desserts. Desserts. I'm gonna tell y'all what desserts mean, and I can't tell y'all right here. When you go to my Instagram, I'm gonna put the meaning of dessert. I don't know nothing about that. Read all those books. Cause everybody that's deceitful in the music business, they favorite book is the 48 Laws of Power. If you understand the 48 Laws of Power, the forms of the 48 Laws of Power book is a real deceitful, malicious book. It's nothing great about that book. It's about being manipulative. It's about just being just, just not it's not a it's a good read. It's not a good book. It's not the Bible. It's not the Quran. It's not the Torah. It's none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a book to learn how to control people. It's all about power. And if you get in this music business, you definitely need to read that book. But I'm not saying go abide by it. I'm saying gain the knowledge from it. Because there's people that really use that book to their advantage, man. And you gotta understand, you gotta understand the um the wars that you're up against. And you cannot war without allies. You can't go to war with an army by yourself. You cannot. You gotta have allies. That's why the industry is so small. We don't have there's no allies, there's no camaraderie of nothing. Everybody just kamikaze running out into a blaze of fire. That's what it looks like for clicks and likes. When we can actually create a community of positivity that's informative to where we can really get cake out here. Like it's so much positive information that we can be trading with in the hip hop community that can really create financial literacy and generational wealth if we just combine our communities and our resources together. You got you know somebody that got blanks. Yo, I know somebody that do heat press. You know somebody I know somebody that do DTF. This we can create communities just to get bread, but everybody is in their own little little hut, and it's me, and if to get to the cop, if I gotta step on my friends, and this is what I'm gonna do, and we gotta change the narrative because that's all of what I'm seeing right now. That's all that I'm seeing. The only thing that's making the next man um, rise is to step on the next man's back, and I don't believe in that. I believe of climbing up to the ladder of success, not on a man's back. I'm not using people's backs as leverage. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just thrive off of negative energy, man. I lived in the hood more than half my life. I lived in so many places. The lavish, I say from the gutter to the garden. I done lived everywhere. I done experienced luxury and experienced poverty. And I tell you, it's more people that it's more people that live in poverty than luxury. So when you get something, you try to hold on to it. You don't try to lose it no more, and you try to appreciate it. Life is not fly by night. We can be going the next second, the next millisecond, the next minute, tomorrow, the next day. We're not promised nothing. Only thing that is promised to us is that we are going to die. Anything that's born is going to die one day. You might live 100 years, you might live 50 years, you might live 13 years, you might live 3 years, you might live a year. It's no promise on that you're gonna make it through. So live every day like it's your last. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's um easier than said than done, but sometimes you gotta dig deep and tap in to the things that's gonna help you survive out here. Cause you know what I'm saying? And I don't prescribe nobody getting to the music business or the industry because this industry has way more sad stories than happy ones. You can be at the top one year and doing a 10-year prison sentence the next. This is not a this is this is not stability unless you create it. Meaning whatever you receive from this music business or the industry or social media or whatever you do, you got to take that money and recreate other revenues of money. Because if you depended on the music industry, man, oh man, I've seen so many people that was had so much, And you look back at it now and it'd be like what they once had. And it's hard to get that back. It's not easy. That's why you gotta work. A lot of the people that's so successful in the music business is burnt the fuck out. People are burnt, really burnt out. Excuse my language, YouTube. People are burnt out because they have to do so much to keep reinventing themselves. If you look at it, it's nobody really new in the industry. So give or take a few. Same people that's in the music business, in the music industry, been in the music industry for the last 20 something years. From the Fabs to the Busters to the Jim Jones to the Manos to to the Nas's to the these people been in the industry. How many new bloods, like new blood is in there that's like you ain't gonna see a Nas, you ain't gonna see a Biggie, a Leah, a Whitney Houston, another Bobby Brown, another New Edition. The industry is not creating legacies no more. It's moments. Eras is like 90 days now. An era can be 90 days now. I remember an era was at least 10 years, 5 years. Now eras is months, days. Well, that was an era. That was an era. Eras go so fast. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing sticking. We never gonna see another Michael Jackson. Chris Brown is great, but you're never gonna see a Michael Jackson. Chris Brown can never fill up a stadium Michael Jackson filled up. You ever seen 90,000 people, 100,000 people, 200,000 people, a whole like a sea of people? You know what I'm saying? Without Michael Jackson, you have no Chris Brown. And I'm not taking nothing from the young brother. And Chris is a good person, and I know him personally. But nobody can hold a candle to Michael Jackson. You're never Beyonce. Nobody. Showmanship, professionalism, creativity, none of that. Can't, can't. It's untouchable. God put him here to show you that it's higher echelons and elite people, that elite beings, and Beyonce is one of them. And you know what I'm saying. But it's like he threw away and broke the mold when it came to Michael Jackson. Word. And we'll never get that no more. We'll never get we'll never get like by by technology being so advanced now, you're never going to get you'll probably get something decent, but you'll never get things to grow off no more. Like we when we came up, like even our mothers and fathers had it. Like back in the '70s, they had exploitation films like Coolie High and the Mac and Superfly and this and Rudy Ray Moore and all this, right? Then in our era, we had the Menaces and the New Jack Cities and this and the Above the Rims and it's just like we not gonna get pure perspective anymore about our people. They gonna give you what they perceive or what they think black folks are. We are not gonna get no more boomerangs. We're not gonna go get no more Love Jones movies. We're not gonna go get no more Love and Basketballs. We not, cause that's not. They not creating a narrative for that type of element no more for people to be that big anymore. It's just like Michael Jackson was uncontrollable. You couldn't control him. You can't get as big as Mike. I don't care. It's not a star on this planet that was bigger than Michael Jackson. It gets no bigger than Michael Jackson. Gets no bigger. Yeah, Beyonce got more Michael Jackson, more Grammys than Michael Jackson, but she'll never sell 127 million copies on one album. Never. It has not been done since him. Now combined maybe, but and we talking about hard copies, sales, tangible goods, not streams. I'm talking about imagine going outside and seeing 127 million CDs all over the ground. You know what that looks like? Yeah, I can imagine. Like so, it's just different. You ain't gonna get that no more. Yeah, you'll never see those likes. You'll never see those likes. You'll never. Like Mike is so Mike is so big that kids that's 5 years old now know who Michael Jackson is. My daughter's 6, she know who Michael Jackson is. Mike been dead way before she was born. And not even way, like probably 10 years before she was born, something like that. Because Mike been going with 16 years. So like, but they know about Mike now. Shout out to everybody. Yo, it's 50 something people in here. Let those likes match with the people that's in here. Just hit the like button for me, man. Tell people to subscribe. I need to be at 15,000 subscribers by Monday, man. I need 15,000 subscribers. I'm at like 14,800 something. I need 15,000 subscribers. For real. Let's get it, man. You're not going you ain't gonna go to no other live stream and get this perspective. You ain't gonna get no perspective. Nobody ain't gonna tell you what it is. They gonna tell you what they want you to hear. They not gonna tell you what you need to hear. You come to Positive Internet Energy TV, you gonna hear nothing but positive stories, intellectual goods. Because you gonna come here and you gonna leave with a jewel. You gonna leave here with something that you can build off of. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, you you don't got no money, create something. Create something. Make 12 t-shirts with a dope font. Come up with a slogan. Start off with 12, go to 24. You gotta believe, you gotta see it in here before anybody else see it. When I started Cranberry and Vodka Clothing, it started from just me making a sweatsuit just to look fly. Just so I can post something on the gram. And the next thing I knew, I had 30, 40 DMs like, who made that sweatsuit? Who make that? Who make that? And at the beginning, this was before Cash App. People just used to go through PayPal and stuff like that. Through my gram, I never had a website. But starting 2026, I'm at a website, and I'm not gonna have 100 items on the website. I'm gonna have anywhere from 3 to 5 items so it's obtainable and you'll be able to catch the drops. You know what I'm saying? And I only do limited drops. Sometimes I only do 40 pieces, 50 pieces, 12 pieces, 24 pieces. You know what I'm saying? Because like like nowadays, when you create content, it gotta be art. And if it's a million pieces of it, it's not gonna be worth nothing when I'm gone. Now, if you got a shirt that only made 24 pieces and I'm gone, that's gonna be a collector's item because I make sure and I don't send my product to companies and let them. I print all the product myself. So any T-shirt that, any hat, any merch you ever bought from me, I touched it, I pressed it up, I put love and care into it. It's not coming from a manufacturer where I'm getting it, it's all wrapped up in plastic and all this. No, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes it special. But I tell people all the time, it's not hard to create revenue. You know what I'm saying? You first of all, you gotta believe in yourself and you gotta create a marketing strategy. You know what I'm saying? It's a marketing. My man Rody right now killing them off for seafood salads. My man got a job that he makes good money off. He works for the city, right? But my man Rody, he'll come up with, yo, I'm gonna do t-shirts one day. Print up 50, 60 t-shirts and be sold out. Right now, my man, shout out to my man Rody Love. My man Rody Love is running it up on seafood salad. He got the best seafood salad, $20 a carton in Harlem. Right now, everybody on my live, go follow Rody Love on Instagram. RODYLOVE. Rody Love. One name. RODYLOVE. And tell him Uncasa sent you. And If you're in the New York, Harlem, Bronx area, you can get it delivered. He has the best seafood salad in America. My boys be hat yo, like I said, do me this favor. At least three of y'all, two of y'all, one of y'all. Just go to his page on Instagram, Rody Love, RODYLOVE, and tell him Uncasa sent you for his seafood salad. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't telling me to do this. I'm just thinking about my boy. I'm just showing you how you can make some money out here because it's hard times. But I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, you can create something. You know what I'm saying? My man got seafood salad. Fire come with crackers, all that. $20 a pop. But hit my man Rody Love. RODYLOVE. Tell him Uncasa sent you. Tell him I went live on my YouTube and told the people that he had the best seafood salad in Harlem. And y'all, and let me tell you this, I didn't even taste it. I just see the reception of what he's getting from the streets. I'm just letting you know what other people telling me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, and this is what you're supposed to do for your people. You're supposed to promote it. So my man Rody Love just got a free commercial. You know what I'm saying? Well, John Ness, go call hit my man Rody Love. Tell him I sent you. If you're in the Harlem area, cop his salad for $20, and you gonna tell me if the salad is fire or not. Man, we need 50 likes, man. Hit the likes up, man. I appreciate whoever sent the super chat. Let me go back down. Let me scroll it up. Who sent that super chat? Uh, Subwoofer. Shout out to Subwoofer for the $10. I appreciate you, man. I don't get many super chats, you know what I'm saying? I don't be hitting up nothing or none of that. But people are asking for the Cash App and stuff like that. The Cash App is, because I don't never put the Cash App or none of that. I don't never do that because I don't be, I just be coming to give information. But people be like, yo, you be having some informative information. Sometimes you deserve a little couple of dollars in it. I don't be tripping on that. But for the ones that's asking for the Cash App, it's $ XORIBEAR. Zori Bear, my daughter nickname, Zori Bear. That's the Cash App. XORIBEAR. If you want to send something to the Cash App, it's cool. If not, I ain't tripping about that. But when you come here, know you're going to get positive internet energy and phone. We're going to laugh. We're going to chop it up. You can ask me questions, and I'm going to answer them. So if y'all got some Q&As right now, hit me up right now. We can talk. You know what I'm saying? We've been up here for 63 minutes. I ain't been on uh live. I ain't streamed live in a minute, so we just chopping it up, man. Nah, I'm gonna check out the new De La Soul album tonight. The new album, I just checked out Wale joint. I told you it's too much music to digest, so I'll be having to take my time. Word. I don't know why we ain't do a video to win it, man. Thank you. My daughter name is actually Zori Lynn, but we call her Zori Bear. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't recording the Casa Collection mixtape. It was fun, man. That's when studio sessions was fun. You know what I'm saying? We get a bunch of bud, you know what I'm saying, some food, some ladies, you know what I'm saying, some good beats and just vibe. The studio was therapeutic. And making music is easy for me. I was born to make music. So just like somebody is nice with basketball or something, like don't matter if I'm feeling the beat and and the like, and I make music in colors. Like when I don't be seeing words, I see colors. I forgot what they call that. It's actually a saying in a word that describes how I create music. I create um, music in colors. So when I see colors, and it depending, like if it's in dark, I'm gonna see a bunch of browns and blacks and grays and greens, and but if it's a dope poppy party record or something like that. I'm see a bunch of pinks and yellows and turquoise greens and lavenders and stuff like that. It's just depending on what type of mood I'm in. But creating those mixtape, those songs was like a bunch of songs gathered over the years. You know what I'm saying? Just gathered since I was like 15, 16. Just always might have like in studio time was expensive back then. If you ain't like you ain't it ain't just get your MacBook, a microphone and record. Back then you had to have $50 an hour studio time. So if you made I might have made 3 songs and the next 2 months I ain't make a record because I ain't you know what I'm saying? So I was gathering records and doing freestyles and makeshift studios and stuff and that's how the concert collection came. It was just a bunch of songs that I had over the years and everybody was like, yo, let me get that song, let me get a dub of that song. And instead of just giving dubs, people favorite songs, I just put a collective of all the casa music that I've done over years in one big collection and gave it all to people at one time. You know what I'm saying? That's what the casa collection. I'm working on Drug Dealer's Dream, the 3D uh, EP. I'm gonna drop it in 3 installments. It's gonna be 5 to 6 songs an installment. So I'm gonna do like part one, part two, and part three. Y'all should be getting part one the top of the year. I'm just working. I'm like 2, 3 songs in for that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have I'm gonna like I'm gonna start putting out music and getting more traction because people be like, yo, Kaz, yo, you're dope MC. We need to hear more music. We need to see more visuals. So I'm just getting back in the groove of things. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't motivated to do music. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, but uh, like a lot of people lately, like Dave East, Stove God Cooks, um, Pyrex Porter, my man 4G, like all the new artists, like a lot of new artists is starting to inspire me to like I write all the time, but I mean like really push the pen and really say quotables and the illest things that I can possibly say. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to say the illest things that I can possibly say. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I know that people respect lyricism. You know what I'm saying? Lavender Rover smelling like Baccarat. BDP stamp on my dope. They call it Scott LaRock. And I got the blow for the low. Coming cop and bop. Vanilla Ray, Virginia plates hit the interstate. Lyrically, I eliminate, annihilate. Let me demonstrate. Pistols popping, they penetrate. Praying I put my pen away. I'm such a poet, as pointers all in this panorama. Pictures vivid like anime. Boomers will blow your man away. Murder over on Mandalay, Mafia movie matinee, neck from Nikki and Natalie, mouth for Mickey and Mallory. Far as the bars, ain't none of you niggas matching me. Niggas be talking crazy, I turn the killer to casualty. Murder faculty from Harlem to Dorchester. Yeah, I get it from the Hawk cause the raw better. Yeah, I overlook the Benz cause the Porsche better. And it's purple and the seats colored horseradish. Like I try to push my pen, I try to say some of the most illest things possible. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm always push my pen. I'm always push for top lyricism, you know, and it's going I'm going to be able to write like that until I'm 60, 70, 80 years old. Don't matter. You know, long as Allah got breath in my lungs, I'll be able to write. I'm not saying I want to rap until I'm 50, 60 and all that, but if somebody be like, yo, write a verse right now, and I'm 55, so I'll still be able to write an ill ass verse, 60 years old, all that. Oh, this cap. Oh, hit my man Gully TV up. This is one of them PA knits. I forgot the flavor this is called, but this is one of them Casa Collection PA knit joints. I did a collab with my man Gully TV. He got one on there called a Uncasa Crayola joint. I think this is called a marble joint or something. This shit is fire. I got a few of them. And Gully got these fire joints, man. 47 people, 47 likes. I appreciate it, man. Word. But I got people that's asking for the Cash App, $XORIBEAR. You know what I'm saying? Zori Bear, my daughter nickname. But yeah, we been here like 70 minutes. Like I know everybody. I talked about everything from the Max Welcome Home Max B to the Dave East um going to Max B party until the DNA and J Mills. J Mills smoked them niggas, and I got respect for DNA and Goods, but he smoked them niggas on originality, timing, consistency, production, visual. Like overall, he just smoked niggas, and you know what I'm saying. And DNA, he came out to play. You know what I'm saying. DNA came out to play. He definitely did. He came out to play. But yeah, that's my take on that, man. That's definitely my take on that. But like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscription button. You know what I'm saying? Be more consistent. It's cold outside, so I'm gonna be coming up here chopping it up with y'all, doing a little bit more commentary on reaction videos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Soon I'll be in my own little studio spot. And I think I'm gonna bring for the new year, I'm gonna bring back the Unconstituted True Hip Hop Stories. I think I'm gonna bring that back for y'all. You know what I'm saying? For all the people that's new subscribers, go check out Unconstituted True Hip Hop Stories. It's like 32 episodes. I told y'all about the BMF story. I told y'all about Jewel's almost burnt up 300,000. Go check out them stories, man. Go run it up, man. All my new subscribers, I'm trying to hit the 15,000 subscriber mark. Please tell somebody that share it. But I got a bunch of stories. If y'all like my lives, go check out the story. It's 32 episodes. Go binge watch them. You'll love them. Episode 1 to 32, I believe I stopped at 32. You know what I'm saying? But the illest hip hop stories you ever want to hear in your life. You know what I'm saying? And until next time, positive internet energy. Shout out to welcome home to Max B. You know what I'm saying? You on your run, boy. You looking good out here, baby. Welcome home. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Davies, Jim Jones, Fab, and Mano on Let's Rap About It podcast. Shout out to Cam and Mace on they interview Max B joint. That was a dope interview. The Billboard interview, I ain't like it so much. It was bland. They could have got a better a journalist to do the interview with Max B because Homeboy wasn't asking Max nothing we wanted to hear about. But the Cam and Mace interview, that was dope. They was eating. It was just like they was chopping it up back on her 40th. That was dope. I appreciate I like commentary like that when you ain't afraid to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you know, yeah, all the merch you still can get at Cranberry and Vodka, Cranberry with a K on Instagram. Follow me at the Real Uncasa on IG. You know what I'm saying? Let's run up. Let's run a page up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a few interviews. So I'm trying to get my boy J Mills up here on a conversation about hip hop, and we're about to run it up. You know what I'm saying? We're about to run it up. No problem, man. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I'm here for. But until next time, everybody have a blessed Friday. If you're going out tonight, and if you're driving, don't drink. And if you're drinking, get you a driver. And positive internet energy. Till next time, hit me up. I love you. Anybody that's asking for the hat, tell Gully TV. Go to fashionbomb.com or panet.com to get these. You can get these joints. He got over 100 flavors, literally. I mean 100 flavors. And hit my man Rody up for that seafood salad. Like I ain't even get it yet, but everybody talking about you ain't had this Rody love seafood salad. Oh shit, fuck man. Octopus, all types of shrimp, all type. Hit him up. Tell him I sent you. Rody Love on Instagram, RODYLOVE. My man got the best seafood salad in Harlem. Hit him up, tell him I sent you. It's $20 a pop. You can cash out and put you can put your container on reserve. He'll have it for you. and he sells out every day. He makes at least 50, 60 cartons a day, and he sells out by the end of the night. People buying by the threes, the fours, the fives. They just be having freeze them up, all that. But like I said, it's your boy Ankasa. I'm gonna be having the positive internet energy hoodies this week, and when I drop those, I'll come live and show y'all the hoodies, man. Let's get it, man. One love.